Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chaosville, here with your Master of Horror for the evening, lying in bed months. So, last time I started bumbling about with the force field system, and today I'm pleased to announce it works. To the extent that I'm presently locked in here, because, let me see if I can explain this in parts. So, last time I mentioned we need a power supply, so I put together a solar generator. That's another one along the same lines as our ender generator, but it only produces power from sunlight, which is not particularly helpful for us underground, and it takes a diamond block to make it. But put that together. It also has two states. If you are applying a redstone signal, then it transmits energy, otherwise it charges. It can't do both at once. So I've got it set right now, using the Carpenter's Daylight sensor, that whenever it is daylight, this will start charging. Whenever it is night, it will recharge the supplies of the entire force system. Now, also coming off of this daylight sensor, the way this thing works is that, by the way, it toggles its system whenever the time changes between sleeping in a bed and not sleeping on a bed. That's how it measures time, basically. It doesn't hit, unlike the vanilla sensor, which puts you at an analog level of power based on the level of light in the vicinity. This only takes notice of the sun. So what's happening here is that when it becomes night time, this signal lights up, that starts charging, and the power also goes into these repeaters and triggers this line of force manipulators. These are the four that open the cover of the well. And then, once this toggles again, these turn off, that starts recharging, and power comes over here and gets inverted through this torch. So, these are the force manipulators that close the cover. This therefore means that the only time I can actually get out of this well, short of teleporting, is at night. It's presently daytime. That's legitimately why there is presently, if I hop down here, why there is presently a clock over here, is so that I can take a quick glance and know whether or not that cover is in place. But once I've gotten a recharging station for my power, you can see it's dwindling a little bit on the left-hand side there, then I can set my teleport in here for my recall, and then we'll be fine. But on that note, been struggling a little bit to get much more power out of the altar that's up here, because I really want to start doing some fun more stuff. And someone posted on one of the earlier videos that if you have a dragon egg next to an altar, it bumps up by about 5,000. In testing, this is correct. However, it requires that I have a freaking dragon egg. So, there aren't that many ways to make a dragon egg, and dragon egg is also very hard for me to search, because it's written in the katakana, kanji, whatever there. I can probably work that out, actually, but I'm trying to learn my hiragana better, so the only character there that I recognize is no, which is the penultimate one. So anyways, of course, there are three ways to get the dragon egg. The first is to kill the ender dragon, which requires access to the end, and it's more of a server event than me doing it by myself. And the other two is the Tome of Alkahest and magic bees. Now, the Tome of Alkahest, you'll probably remember from last season, because I made a lot of use of it inside of Newton's crafting recipes for making glowstone and the like. And that also requires 8 blocks of diamond. So I ran around, and let's get some power here. I ran around the Nether, going down, basically following a tip I got from Gar that the lower levels of the Nether are full of Nether diamond, and those can turn into 4 diamonds apiece. And put together 16. So if I wanted to, I could make 8 of these. And to make the Tome of Alkahest is a bit less straightforward. Let me see, I do not have that recipe in my browser history. Oh well. Because the recipe for the Tome of Alkahest doesn't turn up. Can we click there? Nope. Doesn't turn up. So, let me see, we need a book, which will require some leather, which I may or may not have. I do not have, it seems, but if I make a drying rack, then we can probably put it together, so it's just 3 slabs. Okay. I have 3 slabs spare, luckily. Doop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, while I was in the Nether, I also picked up a bunch of different bushes, and I went back to the cabin and I picked up some skyberry bushes. Don't know how much use those are going to be, but you never know. And the next question is, do I have any rotten flesh? Answer on that is probably no. I probably should have thought of that first time, shouldn't I? But I did pick up some poisonous potatoes, so somebody is going to be getting cursed very soon. And I'm sure some of you can figure out who I mean. Yeah. Finding the wither skeletons is the hardest possible thing, because every time I go to either, or two nether fortresses I've found either of them, they're so hard to find. At some point I need to save up some ender pearls, I'm a little low on them at the moment, and just safari net one of these guys, because they're really annoying to get otherwise. Okay, so working on the book, what else do we need? We need a magma cream. Which is a slime ball and a bit of blaze powder. I should have hanging around over here. Okay. Craft those together, magma cream. And let me see what... I'm trying to remember what all of the ingredients are. It is a slime ball, a book, a blaze rod, an ink sac, I think? Let's see, there we are, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm having to look this up on a wiki because I cannot remember it offhand. Okay. It is a book, a blaze rod, a wither skeleton skull, a magma cream, a gold ingot, a ghast tear. Oops, let's just grab the ones that I can see here that I have available. A block of glowstone, which is apparently not inside of my riches skull. A bit of netherwort, and a lava bucket. Okay, and that should be all the ones that I have that are in here. So, fortunately, I believe those should be easy to come by, more or less. Netherwort. And we just need the book, the skull, and the lava. What time is it? Is it night? It is night. Okay, so that means this should have opened up. Hey, look at that. Now, it does have a slight problem I've noticed, which is that occasionally parts of the cover will get clipped off by the motion. So occasionally I have to come up here and repair stuff, which is actually why this has happened, because I misclicked with the chisel. Which I no longer have on me. Very smart, Tim. Very smart. Now we'll leave it. It'll shift the whole thing back anyways. So we are looking for a Zomb. They should not be too hard to find. I'm a person online. But then again, okay, broom it up. Either a Zomb or a cow is what we need to find. So let me see if I can see. Let's see, there's no one over there. No one over there. Anyone over here? Yeah, I should just start making a bunch of safari nets and just catching all the different mobs, because apparently, whenever I need them, they are nowhere to be found. Where are we? Oh, no, that's just a dark grey sheep. Curse you, you trickster. Alright, pull down over here then. Through the tree. Over here. It's a little bit wonky to fly this thing low to the ground, but we should be alright. A bunch of pigs. Oh, I see a cow. I see a cow in terrain that hasn't quite loaded in, but I'll take it. Oop. Abandoned broom. Hello there. Ordinarily I would shear you first. And he gave me 2 leather. Perfect. Okay. Which way is home? as home as a well to forbidden and dark evils can be, I guess. Yep. Right. So we need one of the Wither Skeleton Skulls that I've managed to amass, and a bucket of lava. We should be able to retrieve a bucket of lava from the smeltery if we don't have one on file already, and that will get us the Tome of Alkahest. What's also worth noting is that the Wither Skeleton Skulls themselves... I'm talking very quickly now, aren't I? Very strange. The Wither Skeleton Skulls themselves also increase power, and they also add to the recharge rate of your altar, so we'll be using that as well. And the two main things that we're trying to get with the increasing of power is we need to get to 7,000 in order to I had a miscellaneous just for a second. Here, there you are. In order to use the Curse of Corrupt Puppet, which I believe I've mentioned before, and book. Okay. Let me stick some stuff where it isn't going to be a pain. Got a bunch of horse armor, full set. Lovely. Okay. There. That should do it. Bucket of lava and Wither Skeleton Skull. Does I have buckets of lava anywhere? Anywhere at all? No, apparently not. That is a bit of a pain. But I has buckets, I'm pretty sure. No? Wow, I don't even have buckets. What the dick? I'm sure I had buckets of lava and such. Oh well, let's pull out some iron. Electrical steel, invar, 5 iron. I can easily turn this into a bucket, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. One of them has sprouted. I really need to figure out automating it. Oh, and there's all my buckets serving to clean different stuff. Right. And now we just need one of those heads. So if I just whoop over here. And let's grab another one as well, because I'm going to be wanting it in a second. So, hit C, because of my pocket crafting table from factorization. You remember this is just a crafting table on a stick. And we get the Tome of Alkahest. We get the bucket back, hurrah. And if we surround that in diamond, it apparently doesn't work in there. It definitely worked in a crafting table when I made it before. No? Is this only going to work inside of a standard crafting table? Is that the thing here? I specifically came on onto the server with Remember Camo, of course, is in creative mode, so that he can fly about and stuff. And I crafted this stuff. Ah, balls. Okay, that's going to cause problems. I guess it's disabled. Bit of a pain, I'm only trying to help people. Right, and by help I mean curse and whatnot, but anyways. Okay, so we have currently 5,000 power. And if I replace this, we get 6,250. So we could make that almost 11,000. And let's sleep, and I can show you that thing closing. I have also installed the silence modules, which means that it will now close with perfect silence. So here we go. There we go, it's moving. And we should be sealed in any moment now as it gets quite a bit darker. Now that's the section that I've just cut out by accident. And one more. No, is that it? Yeah, and it's getting recharged by all the power inside the capacitor, which just builds up. This is never going to run out of power, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Oh, I suppose now I can actually get out. So, yoop. Ow, break my legs. Yeah, this occasionally happens. It seems to have something to do with how the different force manipulators trigger. And I don't really know why it decides to do that, but most of the time it works just okay. No worries at all. Okay, so it does require a little bit of maintenance. Just a little bit, but That's fine. If anyone can figure out why it does that on occasion, by all means let me know. It's caused by one of the manipulators working at slightly too soon or slightly ahead of the one before it. And I don't really know why that's happening, but I presume it's due somewhere with the redstone connectivity. But anyways, so I'm going to have Remember come in and trade me 8 diamonds for a dragon egg. So we unfortunately can't get our kitty cat familiar, or our owl familiar, or even our toad familiar. My plan, I think, is you can only have the one familiar at a time. But I don't know if it keeps track of what kind of familiar you have at a given time. Meaning, if I was to use these force bottles, which I'm not going to have much use for, I've already got one spare, and then suck up my present familiar and then pull out a second familiar that I've already created, I somehow doubt that they'll be destroyed inside of the bottles. So I think if it doesn't keep track of what specific kind of familiar I have at a given time, then I will create familiars from all of the possible options. That is cat, owl, toad, and I think there's a fourth one. I can't remember what it is. And then I'll be able to take advantage of all of their abilities as I need them, one at a time. So that'll be pretty handy to have. But unfortunately, logging in with Remember Cam will take me quite an age. So hopefully you've liked to see that. As I say, if you can figure out what the bug is with that, I've done a lot of testing with it, I can't quite figure it out. Let me know in the comments, and I shall fix it lickety-split, and meanwhile, I'll continue to just potter around here, and maybe next time we'll see about automating these ender lilies, so that we can have a more stable power supply, because this, I imagine, is already going to be burning out. Yeah, it's only got 10 minutes left, and it hasn't really created all that much power. Oh, but it has made some steel. Hooray. So that is that. Next time we'll see about automation in general, I guess, because I need to automate the ender lilies, and I could do with automating some kettles to produce various stuff. And I shall catch you all next time. Okay, so Remember Cam just popped on, traded my 8 blocks of diamond for this dragon egg, which of course I'm going to avoid touching because it is a dang pain when it teleports around. And it's actually, thankfully, in range of both of these altars. So this one has now gone up to over 6,000, and the one that's up here has actually gone up to 11,250. Slight hitch that I've hit, though. Which, as you can see, that my power rating there has changed quite a bit, and my levels have changed a bit. I have basically just been on an epic quest. I made a fishing rod, I got 20 raw fish, but we can't seem to find a single ocelot on the entire server. And the trouble is I need an ocelot in order to make toads, which are another one of the familiars, and I also need a cat to make a familiar. So presently, the only familiar I can actually make is the owl here. Which just gives me better control of my broom and whatnot. Also, I'm going to require demonic blood, which we only get from getting the heart of a demon. So, we're probably going to do that next time, when hopefully I will have procured a cat or 2. But demonic blood, demon heart, diamond vapor, refined evil, which is a handy secondary, and demonic blood. So, yeah, we need a demon heart. So, thank you for that, Remember Cam, and with that, I shall catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favorite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now. Catch you later.